Perry Skydeck, the fast slab formwork system made of high-strength aluminium. Skydeck is comprised of four main system elements: drop head, main beam, panels and cover strip. In many cases, striking can take place after only one day. The wide prop spacing of 2.30 by 1.50 meters saves on materials and creates more working space. Skydeck system pallets are used to ensure safe and space-saving transportation. Aluminium makes site operations easy due to the system's lightweight components. No Skydeck component weighs more than 15 kilograms. Slab thicknesses of up to 95 centimeters can be concreted. Self-draining edges and powder coating reduces the amount of cleaning to a minimum. The Skydeck poster, which is available in a number of languages, provides valuable information on the practicalities of working on the job site. Even more information is available in the Erection and Instructions for Use brochure. Skydeck plans are quickly and easily created with Perry LPOS, the software for rational formwork planning. LPOS requires no previous CAD knowledge. The plan view details are quickly entered or simply taken from an existing plan. If the wall formwork has already been designed using LPOS, then this plan view is used. LPOS schedules predetermined concreting cycles or the complete plan view. Printed formwork plans simplify work on the job site. Parts lists ease the whole material logistics process. Perry CAD is the most comprehensive and professional planning solution tool within AutoCAD. The formwork elements are available as ready-made blocks. Automatic placing through drag and drop ensures an easy and simple design process. During erection, the slab supports are adjusted to the required lengths The drop head wedge is secured in the working position, and then the drop head is inserted into the prop. Thanks to the self-locking coupler, assembly is a simple process. Assembly normally begins in one corner. The first prop is erected with a prop head and secured with a tripod. Using Skydeck panels, setting out begins directly from the wall itself. Prop assembly is carried out with the following spacings: 12.5 centimeters from the longitudinal wall and 25 centimeters from the traverse wall. After the second prop is assembled and secured, the main beam is hooked in position. The beam connection encloses around the center at the head connection point. For assembling the second main beam, erect another prop with prop head. Assemble the second prop with drop head, secure, and position the main beam. The first panel can now be laid. The panels center themselves automatically on the main beams and are also secured in position laterally through the toothed plastic racks. With the third panel, the first section is now complete. The formwork must be anchored in every second bay in order to transfer the forces created during assembly. The Skydeck wall holder is used to secure both the main beams as well as the panels. This allows levelling to take place afterwards. When a large enough area is assembled, erection continues from above. For this, the panels are set down on the assembled area. Assembly continues in the same way for each additional bay. Hook in the main beams to the drop heads, attach drop head props at other end of the main beam, and erect. Lay panels. The simple assembly process makes erecting peri-skydeck very easy. From the first use, you will quickly become experts. The empty pallets are placed under the assembled areas so they are in the right position when striking. Skydeck cover strips close the joints between the sections. Simply push them in place. The standard area is now ready and can be levelled. Hold the measuring rod on the under edge of the main beam and adjust the props. Now the infill areas are closed. Firstly, the longitudinals. For filler areas between 1,50 m and 2,25 m, erection continues with the Skydeck main beam 150. For infill areas between 75 cm and 1,50 m, directly supported Skydeck panels are used. Infill areas of up to 75 cm are closed with filler timbers. Using infill panels reduces the amount of infill areas. Transition from beam-supported areas to directly supported panels is achieved using panel end supports. They are simply placed on the drop heads. A prop with prop head is erected on which the panel is laid. The Skydeck edge beams are placed on the prop heads, and an edge beam is attached on the wall side. Nail the filler timber and then the longitudinal infill area is complete. For narrow infill areas of up to 5 cm, filler timber is simply nailed to the panel. Transverse infills up to a maximum of 1,50 m are done with main beams and standard panels. The remaining infill is closed with filler plates. Using infill panels, the filler plate areas can be considerably reduced. As the chart shows, longitudinal panels are placed in position for larger infill areas. The 75 cm panel closes off the bay. The Skydeck edge beam is now placed on the last main beam. As an alternative, Skydeck filler timber can be used. The edge beam is assembled and the filler plate nailed into position. Transverse infilling is now complete. Alternatively, infills with combi heads can be made. These can be used to close filler areas with widths of up to 24 cm and without additional edge beams. For transverse infilling with directly supported panels, it also bridges the drop head joint. Edge beams can be laid around the panels. For example, where longitudinal and transverse infillers meet. If early striking is not necessary, the system can be erected using only the combi head. The combi head supports main beams, panels and infills. Erection is continued at angled walls with directly supported infill panels. The Skydeck triangular frame is fixed as support for the filler plates. An end support is mounted only at the end of the beam. The two different size Skydeck triangular frames allow cost-effective and system-compatible infilling at angled walls. Skydeck offers system-compatible solutions for infill areas around columns. According to the position and size of the column, several panels and even the beam have to be replaced. Using infill panels reduces the amount of infill areas. Skydeck edge beams are secured against moving when assembled. Always close the infill areas with filler plates. Turned upside down, the edge beams allow the fixing of transverse filler timbers. In this way, larger spans are supported. Removing this main beam can be avoided. This takes place by simply turning the row of panels. The multi-prop system ideally complements Skydeck slab formwork, particularly for high ceilings, or here, in skeleton structures. Extremely stable birdcage scaffolding can be assembled with multi-prop frames and props. Place the props in position and attach the multi-prop frame. Depending on the project, shuttering can begin at any position. Spacings are according to the Skydeck grid design. During erection, horizontal forces are transferred through the multi-prop system until the filler areas are closed. If required, the panel wedge clip is fitted. It increases the stability and also serves as a securing device against wind. The simple panel clip also prevents uplift. The Perry stripping cart guarantees safe and easy handling. The maximum standing height is 4.65 meters. Operational safety is easily established with Skydeck. With the handrail holder, the safety handrail system is quickly assembled. It is fixed on the longitudinal side between the panels. The safety handrail system can be mounted on the front if a filler panel is used in the last bay. In the corner, a handrail holder for the corner post and an additional one for front side rails are mounted on the beam. Slot in the handrail posts and insert the handrail boards and toe boards. Operational safety requirements are now complete. Safety on the slab edges is provided by Perry Skydeck platforms. They not only act as safety scaffolding, but also have a generous working area with a 1 meter 30 width. Skydeck platforms are simple to erect. The permissible load is 150 kilograms per square meter. Fitting the Skydeck platforms begins at the building's outer corner. Firstly, the props together with tripods are placed in position. Alternatively, or with ceiling heights of more than 3 meters, the props are braced with multi-prop frames. The main beam 375 is used here. It offers a standard grid length of 2.25 meters and 1.50 meters for the cantilever. A preformed channel on the underside of the beam makes assembling easier. To prevent any tipping, the tension sleeve is mounted approximately 50 centimeters from the prop. A base plate is firmly secured on the ground. With the reusable multi-Monty bolt, Perry provides the most appropriate fixing materials. Attach the chain and tighten. The area can now be shuttered. Skydeck platforms can be stacked, thus saving valuable space on site. Simply open out and it's ready. The platform is craned to the on-site location. The platform is moved into position with the shuttering aid. The notch on the beam automatically positions the platform. Unhook the integrated crane eyes and the platform is automatically secured against uplift. Further details are available in the Skydeck platform instructions for assembly and use. Now follows the reinforcement and concreting. With the Skydeck drop head, striking can, depending on the slab thickness and concrete strength, take place after only 1 day. The drop head is released by means of a hammer. This results in the main beam and panels being lowered by 6 centimeters. Firstly, the filler areas are struck. After this, the panels are removed bay by bay. For transportation to the next location, the panels are stacked on pallets. The main beams are also disassembled bay by bay. Only the drop head props and cover strips remain in situ for the whole of the curing period. Spray the beams and panels with the environmentally friendly concrete release agent Perry Bio Clean. The powder coating, plastic rack and self-draining edges reduce the amount of cleaning to a minimum. While the next story is already being formed, we would like to thank you for your attention and wish you every success when next working with Skydeck, the aluminium slab formwork system that saves time, energy and money. Skydeck from Perry.